All right, I've got a little conversation topic to start off today with. And it comes down to, I'm going to talk about a couple of things, but the first one is recognizing my excuses that I've been making for the last couple of days to not run in the coolest spot that I have available to run. I've been wanting to run right out of my back door. And that's because I was trying to run on my lunch break and just squeeze it in and didn't feel like making a 10-minute walk. And really, I was shortchanging two things. I was shortchanging my workplace because I was pushing it to actually have my lunch break, take the normal amount of time and squeeze a run in to it as well. And I was shortchanging the run itself and the filming because I have a way cooler place available to me to be running in that I will enjoy more. And that is truer to the intent of my channel, which is to be a wilderness runner. Because the woods up there, they're nice woods, but actually there's so much deadfall in them that you can't run off the trails. And I'm not really trying to run on trails, trying to run cross country, like in the most true sense of the term. So anyways, I kind of recognize today I am letting a 10-minute walk and the need to make a 10-minute walk stop me from really accomplishing my objectives so much better. So tonight I made that walk. I waited till after work. It's after 5. I didn't skimp out on anything in order to make the run happen between 9 and 5. I'm doing it after 5. I walked that 10 minutes. I did the stretches. And that's something that I'm realizing this whole video series and the fact that I'm doing videos at all is helping me with. It's just accountability to myself, because I start to think about these things. I'm like, I'm not really doing this the best way that I can. I could be doing better. I should be doing better. I will do better. And that's not really something I anticipated coming out of this process, but it's really cool that it has. The place I'm at is called the Pointe. It has been known in the past as Kimball Pointe. I work for and live on site at Kimball Camp YMCA, Reading, Michigan. It's a really awesome place and it's getting better all the time. We have some really awesome leadership with Tyler Tracy, the executive director. He's doing a lot, and one of the things he is doing is partnering with some volunteer community members who are working on a grant proposal to really take this point and change it from Kimball Pointe, which implies usage by Kimball Camp, to just the Pointe, which is what it really was intended to be in the first place, a place that is public for the community and anybody who wants to come enjoy the outdoors and enjoy this really beautiful nature preserve. So anyways, I'm out here at the Pointe and I'm going to be doing my run here today. So here goes. slippery out here. Okay, as I try to catch my breath, I'm going to also try to do a follow-up on kind of what I said about the Pointe at the beginning of this video. The Pointe is a publicly accessible spot. It's open to anybody who wants to come enjoy nature in this beautiful area near Reading, Michigan. You saw me duck through the fence at the beginning. That should not communicate that the place is closed. There's also a metal gate that should remain unlocked at all times. And if you come use this place, of course, please respect the nature here and respect the space for everybody who will come after you. Leave only footprints, take only photos. You know, the project that's going on here, you notice there was a lot of trees that I jumped over, climbed through, and walking on right now. There's a lot of downed trees out here. And some of that happened in a storm with some serious straight winds that happened last year. There's a lot of cleanup that's already happened. And more to do, hopefully following researched best practices to maintain the integrity of this place as a natural space. Let me see if I can get this to come back around without falling off the tree. So that's one of the purposes of this applied for grant, to maintain and restore this space as a natural, beautiful nature preserve for people to enjoy, and also for nature to natural processes and animals and plants to enjoy and thrive. But another big key part of the project is to provide better access in a couple of ways. Basically, a small portion of camp property is being, I'm not sure exactly where the process is at, but is going to be donated back to the township, actually to the township for the first time. And that will make it possible to create a public access point that is truly accessible to the public, that does not require going through camp property, and also doesn't require going through this space, which is currently the only access point. And it's really close to the neighbors. And that just creates kind of the potential for some trouble. So it will eliminate that kind of awkward access point that's right next to, almost on, someone else's property. And then, because there is continuous access to this property from camp property, but it involves going through some wetlands. So the plan is to build a boardwalk through the wetlands, which will do two things. It will allow easier access to the rest of the point, and it will also create this really awesome educational or just enjoyable walk for people to experience this really unique wetlands, with kind of like peat moss and bog and mixed topography. And it's actually a really unique spot. You know, there's pitcher plants, there's what do you call them? There's a whole bunch of plants and animals that are not found everywhere, and actually found in very few places. So that's the goal. And I just thought it was really impressive that basically so many people have come together from the community, from the township, from the camp, all with this common goal. And that Tyler specifically, and the board of the camp, when they heard that it would be necessary to donate some property to the township in order to make this possible, they were like, let's do it. You know, and it can be hard to give something up when you feel like you own that thing, but they recognize that this creates a great opportunity for the entire community, and the camp's willing to let go of that bit of property for the greater good. And to see people just cooperate that much to make something good happen is really cool. And I'm glad and proud to be part of this camp that's able to have that attitude and really try to embrace the goal of creating great recreational opportunities for everybody, because that's what we've sat down with at the camp and decided that's our focus and that's our goal. And it's one thing to say it, but to see the actions from the top down communicating and creating that reality is really amazing.